September marks the end of summer vacation, but what better way to smooth over the disappointment of getting back to the old schedule than with a new batch of action packed K dramas? This month's offerings are exclusively thrillers or fantasy dramas, with one being both. Ardjal Chronicles The Sword of Aramun. The first season of Ardjal Chronicles introduced us to Ardjal, a fictional kingdom set in the Bronze Age. Yunseum was born and was thought to bring disaster to Ardjal, which caused him, along with his mother, to face many hardships until he was able to settle within the Vahan tribe thanks to his mother's sacrifice. However, when the Ardal kingdom expanded, the people of the Vahan tribe were imprisoned as slaves, bringing Yunseum down the path of his prophecy. Much has transpired in the prequel, including the introduction of Yunseum's twin brother Saya, who was raised by Ardal's ruler Tagon, and his wife Tealha, who is hellbent on getting revenge on her husband for killing her father. On the one side, Tagon has deceived the people of Ardal and self-proclaimed himself as Aramun Hezullah, while on the other hand, Yunseum has finally reunited the tribes that Tagon has oppressed. The second season will include one of the drama's most anticipated moments, an epic battle between Tagon and Yunseum, with one fighting for power and the other for freedom. Tanya has become the great mother of Assassin after fulfilling her prophecy, but she still clearly longs to see Yunseum, and the drama teases a possible love story between her and Saya. Meanwhile, Tealha may team up with Yunseum to take down Tagon while gathering more allies to topple Tagon's reign. The plot will apparently take place 8 years after Tagon becomes king of Ajdal. Han River Police. Dujan is police officer at the Han River Police Station. He is a short-tempered and full of justice type of person. His colleague, police officer Cheon Seok, who has the complete opposite personality from Dujan. Working at the police station are also Nahi and Kim Jisoo. The officers there work to protect citizens who come to enjoy the Han River and its surrounding area and solve crimes that take place there. The Day. Myungjun is a poor man with a warm heart. He desperately needs money to pay for his sick daughter's operation. At this time, his ex-wife appears and offers to kidnap 11-year-old Rohi, who has rich parents. Myungjun is desperate enough that he accepts her offer. For the kidnapping, Myungjun drives near Koi Rohi's home, but he accidentally hits someone with his car. The person he hit is Rohi. She has lost her memory due to the car accident. Myunjun takes Rohi to his house and he begins to live with her. Rohi believes Myunjun is her father. She is an extremely smart girl. Meanwhile, Myunjun wants to return Rohi to her parents, but they don't answer the phone. He decides to go their house and find out why. There, Myungjun witnesses her parents' dead bodies being carried out of their home. Making things worse, Rohi realizes that Myungjun is not her father and he is lying about their relation. 7. Escape War of Survival. Seven people get involved in a girl's disappearance case and they face an explosive incident. Matthew Lee runs the biggest mobile platform company in South Korea, but he is a mysterious figure behind a veil. Only a few people know who he is. He gets involved in a bizarre case and this leads him to reveal himself to the public. Rahi is the CEO of a drama production company. She is skillful and aggressive at her job. Rahi values money and success the most in her life and she will take any path to achieve that. To receive a huge inheritance, she tries to find her daughter, whom she abandoned 15 years ago. Though Yoke used to be a gangster, he doesn't have a dream or hope for his life. If he trusts someone once, he will trust them for good. Due to this, his life is filled with a series of betrayal. Moni wants to become an idol and she is admired by her friends. She seems to have a perfect life with a beautiful appearance and rich family background. But she has a weakness. Her weakness is that she consistently turns out lies. Her life is full of these lies. Juran is an Obgyn. She lives with Chilsung, who is much older than her. Chilsung is a very wealthy man, and Juran loves the money he has. Meanwhile, Juran and Rahi are engaged in a psychological war over Chilsung's wealth. Rahi brings Chilsung's only grandchild to him. Jinmo is the CEO of a charity entertainment. He is usually gentle, but once his anger explodes, nobody stops him. He is extremely greedy and will do anything for profit. Myungji is an art teacher at school. She creates a lie to protect something precious to her and she spreads a weird rumor at school to hide her weak point. Song of the Bandits. While under Japanese occupation, people in South Korea had to the lawless land of Jiandao in China. There the travelers settle down and unite to protect their settlement from harm. Major characters are Leeun, is a Korean who serves under the Japanese military in South Korea. Circumstances leads him to leave everything behind and travel to China. He becomes a bandit to protect the settlement in Jiangdao and its people. Heishin hides a real identity and works as a section chief in the railway bureau for the Japanese controlled government in Korea. Chungsu was an army commander for the independence movement in Korea and he now leads a Korean settlement in Jiandao. Gwangil is a Japanese military officer who is hostile to Leeun. On Neon is a contract killer and highly skilled with guns. She is hired to kill Leeun and heads to Jiandao to carry out her contract. The worst of evil. Junmo is a police officer for a drug investigation that leads into the drug trade between South Korea, China, and Japan. Park Junmo infiltrates a criminal organization. Meanwhile, Junmo is married to Ui Jung. She is also a police officer and becomes involved in the drug investigation that her husband is working on. Appearing by them is Ki Cheol. He is the charismatic boss of a newly formed crime organization. Yoshims Independent Life. Yoshim's Independent Life is a 50-episode family melodrama. It is a simple story of Yoshim, who has a leech-like family and she wants to get out of their grip. Until now, she has been a good child to her parents with a good personality. She finally decides to get out of a sheltered life and be independent. The series revolved around her life as she navigates the independent life and all the craziness that comes with it. There is also a bit of romance when Yoshim meets Kang Teo. Twinkling Watermelon. Twinkling Watermelon is a time travel story about a musically gifted boy. Yoon Gyul attended high school and is partially deaf parents. However, he is blessed with the gift of music. He is a fantastic student in school, playing the guitar in a band at night. One day he visits a mysterious music store and travels in time to a mysterious place. He meets a younger version of his parents and two other people there. Yoongyul decides to rope them in and start a band called Watermelon Sugar. Moreover, he builds a friendship with the younger version of his parents. A Time Called You. Junhee's boyfriend Yeonjun died 1 year ago. She still hasn't gotten over his death and misses him a lot. One day, she somehow travels back in time to the year 1998 and finds herself as high school student Minju. There she meets high school student Si-hyun. She is surprised to see how much Si-hyun resembles her late boyfriend Yeonjun. Nam Si-hyun is outgoing and attractive. Girls adore him. His best friend In-kyu develops a crush on Minju.